Welcome to an evening walk with Leszek and Timmy. That's this guy here. No, it's about AI on smartphones. Might be a bit of a boring kind of talk video. I don't want to do some overlays and there's light. I'm a bit of a Count Dracula. Don't like so much light in my face. Anyway, we want to talk about AI on phones. I'm recording currently with a phone that is, probably the best in terms of AI that I've found out so far. And no, it's not the usual suspects like an iPhone. Who's expecting it to be an iPhone? Please write down in the comment section. I mean Google, Samsung, or anyone else, or Huawei even, for that matter. It's the Oppo Find X8 Ultra, and it's AI that is so good in my tests, at least. So we're talking about AI and AI tools. I tested many smartphones. You know that I have lots of smartphones. I even have iPhones. Yes, for that matter, I tested also iPhones. The latest iOS, what is it, 26.1? And I did a specific test, not only one test, but multiple tests to see how I can make AI work for me. I'm not talking about the AI, let's edit some pictures kind of thing. That is also very useful, and I think they are almost all on par in a specific scenario that I tested out. Most of them are working quite fine, and by the way, AI is now also picking up my voice. How well is it doing here? That would be interesting for me as well, because I'm next to a busy street, and I hope that AI is picking up my voice quite nice here. Also a work of AI. But where I want to check out AI is more in the thing that really matters, that makes your life a little bit easier. Like, I got an email with certain appointments written down there. Not an ICS, not a VCAL. Yeah, sometimes you don't get a calendar entry for an appointment. You just get an email with some kind of appointments in there. And I wanted to figure out, there's some email clients that are so intelligent on the desktop already, and that's not called AI, it's just an algorithm, and some of the email clients can do this since a few years already, that they automatically extract the text and create an appointment for you. You can, with one click, add it to your calendar. Sadly, I didn't find this on my smartphones, of any of them. Not even Google Mail, that is usually very clever with this, didn't give me that option. So I asked AI to extract the appointment out of the email, and the look on my face was priceless when I was checking out and didn't find any of the phones that I tried, like the usual suspects, like Google Pixel with the latest Android 16. I wasn't able to. It told me I cannot read the email because, I cannot read the email. And I opened up the email. I said, it's on screen now. No, I cannot do it. So I asked the Google Gemini to go live. I went live, and in the live function, I have the possibility. I came up with the idea, of course, a bit later, because I was first disappointed a bit and tried some others. But I figured out, okay, go live, and tried then with the live option. And this was working much nicer, because it first of all said, okay, I see the appointment in the email, because I had to share the screen. It's a bit complicated. You have to go to Gemini Live, then share your screen, then click allow a few thousand times, and then it is telling me, yes, I can extract the information, I can create an appointment for you. I just created the appointment for you. And I said, okay, thank you. Went out of the program, looked at my Google Calendar, or the calendar in general on the phone. No appointment at all. First, it messed up the day, which is like typical Google Gemini kind of thing. So it set the right date, but instead of Sunday, it made a Monday out of it for some reason. And that's it. So no Google Calendar entry created. I was disappointed already. Then I asked some others. I asked iOS. The first time I asked iOS, and yes, it was on 26.1 beta 3, I think it was. It extracted the information but had the wrong time, and I tried to ask it again, And I said I couldn't. Cannot extract this from an email of what's on screen. It's like, every time I asked it, I got another answer. Funniest one, okay, I searched for you on the web. Okay, so iOS completely failed in this case for me, and not only in this case, in other cases as well. Every time I ask it to do something, it kinda on the first try nails it a bit, and if you ask it a second time, it does completely something different or tells me it doesn't have support for doing this. So I had to switch my hand. How good, by the way, is this dark kind of mode working with the 1-inch type sensor? It's very dark. I barely can see my hand in front of my eyes and the phone. But nevertheless, iPhone was a complete fail. iOS, like expected, wasn't winning at all with this one. And TV is of course pulling. Let's switch hands. There we go. Anyway, so I tried another phone. Of course I had some Huawei phones lying around, even with Harmony OS Next, that have this new intelligent kind of feature, but they told me the same thing. They are not allowed to extract the email, basically the first try. Then I got Harmony OS 6 as an update, and this one, really with the newest tools, has now the ability to extract the information, but it doesn't have the ability to put it into my calendar. So what it told me is, yeah, I can, here's the appointment for you, I can list the appointment, all the data, everything correct, but I'm not allowed to access your calendar. I cannot put it into the calendar. It's like, what? Why? So I was first impressed that it was pulling out all the information, because to make it hardcore, this email was not even in English, it was in German. So it had to translate this somehow and pull out the information, translated everything fine, understood everything fine, had the right time, had the right weekday as well, and everything else was done correctly. But it was not able to put it in the calendar. So it gave me an instructions, funnily enough, an instruction on how to open Google Calendar and put it in there. When I asked it a second time, extracted all the right information, it gave me an instruction how to put it into the Huawei's own native calendar application. But it couldn't do it automatically. This is not what I understand under AI, to be completely honest. And I'm a bit disappointed. Maybe it is limited to the English language and doesn't have all the features there. So I tried asking my wife, who speaks Chinese, to tell it this exact same thing in Chinese, and nope. Still no chance that it created this appointment for me in the calendar. So there's some kind of limitation on Harmony OS 6 to do this still, which is a bit of a disappointment, to be completely honest. And then I was hooked. I thought, I have so many other phones, let's try some other phone. I want to get this appointment automatically into my calendar. Don't want to yes, in this time where I tried everything out, I would have like 2 or 3 times put it manually in my calendar. But I wanted AI to do it. So I asked Vivo's Blue AI. And this one extracted the information, gave me the possibility to put it into the calendar, but sadly made a mistake when it comes to time, because I think the appointment was at 2 o'clock, which is like 1400 hour, because we are here in Europe, we have measurements like this, and it put 1500 hour there in. So not 1500, like 15 o'clock, if you understand what I mean. So 1 hour discrepancy, but it was able to do it. So positive kind of thing. I was positively surprised by this one. I asked Xiaomi. Xiaomi was in a typical fashion telling me it has no access to the screen to do that. So I couldn't pull the information even out. So disappointment there, boo. Then I asked, Honor is using Gemini as well nowadays on the global phone. Yo-Yo assistant, I didn't ask. I have a Magic 4 Ultimate Chinese edition. I could have done it there as well, but I was too lazy. And then I asked Oppo Find X8 Ultra here to do it. It immediately did it. It had the right time, it had everything correct, and put it into the calendar. Fantastic. The only thing I had to do is later on is because I want to sync it with my nextcloud. It's putting it in the default calendar. Always, if you ask it to put something in the calendar, not in the nextcloud sync calendar that I have, which is called default calendar. So there's a calendar with the name default, which is the default on the phone, and there's a one that is from my Nextcloud called default calendar as a name. It didn't put it in there, but this is a minor kind of thing I can work around, because moving it over is not the end of the world. Anyway, it did it, so I was surprised, and this hooked me to try out some things more the next day, because it was already very late at night. This is why I was so eager to try all of them out, or to make it automatically put it in, because it was so, yeah, it was nighttime basically already when I came up with the idea. But then lo and behold, hole and behold, you know this saying. Timmy, are you coming? What are you doing there? He's like trying to catch mice within all the leaves that have fallen down from the tree or something. Anyway, come on. I came to my senses the next day. I thought, hey, Google Gemini, I tried again, because it says it cannot access the screen in normal Gemini mode, and I thought, but you can upload photos. So the workaround that works and that makes it work for Google Gemini to have like Google Gemini, yay, you pass, is that you create a screenshot of the email. Then you attach and upload the screenshot to Google Gemini, and then ask it to get the appointment out of it and create a calendar entry. And then it works. And it worked across the Pixel, the Honor, the Nubia devices, all of them that are using Google Gemini. So Google Gemini passed this, but it was a bit of cumbersome, and I had to think about it. I could not just call it and ask it to do it. I had to create a screenshot and then upload the screenshot. Something that, yeah, come on. Am I only so stupid that I didn't come up with the idea initially? Anyway, this worked here. This can also work for some others, that, like Xiaomi for example, that were complaining about not being able to extract the information or access the screen on the screen. But Xiaomi doesn't have the possibility to put anything in the calendar then. Like, I didn't win here and failed again. So this is not working there on the Xiaomi devices. But yeah, this is one little thing that I tested out, but it's only amongst many other things there when it comes to AI. So now I'm back home because it was getting cold there. But this is my AI story. I tried out other things as well. We were talking about photo AI. Xiaomi has some issues sometimes in removing people or passers-by, and it's just replacing it with something else, especially objects. People usually are fine, but the rest is working fine. Even the Chinese AI can do this without any issues. And the good thing about the Xiaomi one, it can work offline, because you can download the package for AI removal, for example. Other things here, what are you using AI for? Like extracting information from emails and putting it into the calendar is a very helpful tool for me. Another information coming from emails or text messages and putting it somewhere, place it somewhere, is very helpful for me as well. Even like scanning documents and asking where I can find more documents about this. If I have to work and find different documents, it's also very, very important to me. Sadly, most of those AIs are failing. So the best AI so far I encountered personally is on the Chinese Oppo Find X8 Ultra devices, using the how's it called, AI? The AI that I'm using, the Xiaobo, I think it's called. This AI there, the most practical ones. You can create screenshots, automatically give you suggestions about the screenshots, what you can do. If you mark text, you can, or if you open up emails, it can automatically, if you like hold it with two hands and ask it what it is, automatically give you suggestions about certain things like flight coming up. I didn't have an ICS and VCS file. By the way, Huawei, why you cannot import them correctly? They don't work on Harmony OS Next at all. Every other one is like, there's an appointment. You want to add it to your calendar? Yes. Some of them, like Oppo and Vivo, in their email program have issues with those, because they have like always a different time zone that they use, and I cannot even force the time zone or change the time zone, so I have to do some acrobatics there to make it correct time zone. Anyway, my point is, the most usable and useful AI for my daily life I found with the Oppo Find X8 Ultra currently and ColorOS 16. All the other ones are coming close. And yeah, the battery ran out at 2%. It doesn't want to record anymore. We have now 9%. I just plugged it in. Anyway, so what do you think about this? Are you using AI and AI tools? Are things like what Huawei is showing with its new Harmony OS 6 devices and Xiaomi really the new hot things? Like you can like tell it open up a specific application for streaming, give me the new information about the new episodes that have arrived and download them and so on. I tried everything on the new Harmony OS 6 beta, public beta that I have here. I even tried to ask it in Chinese, but to no avail. It didn't work for me. So either it's region kind of thing specific, or those features are not there yet. At least I couldn't make it work on the Pura X or the Pura 80 Ultra that I also have in my hands here. So yeah, what is the brand new thing with AI, and what is the most useful things that you are doing with AI? Are you even using the AI tools the same way I am using it most of the time? Extract information from somewhere and put it somewhere else. This is what I usually do. Or keeping reminders of certain things that I want to put in the calendar. Write it down in the comment section. That's everything for this video. You can also write down what do you think about this video quality recorded solely on the Oppo Find X8 Ultra with also the internal mics of the Oppo Find X8 Ultra. And what do you think about this like walk and talk kind of videos? Because yeah, they're a bit more boring because I'm just talking into the camera and you're listening. But the cool thing is you can just listen with your headphones on and you don't have to watch me running around doing things. Write it down. Until the next time. Bye.